What's up, sports fans? It's your man D back, speaking my sports talk. All right, man, let's get it. Let's get it. So, man, we got Joyce, the WBA, man. I'll tell you guys this. The WBA, they're not playing around. You know, you hear these sanctioning bodies say that they're going to do this, they're going to do that, but you rarely see action. You know, you hear a lot of talk, but you don't really get to see the action. But the WBA serious, man. Now, we know that they've been going after Gloria Martinez Rizzo, which they should, you know, after all of that nonsense. And shortly after that fight, the WBA announced that they will be reducing the amount of belts they have, which I'm pretty sure makes a lot of boxing fans happy. No doubt, because we had too many damn belts to begin with. So I'm pretty sure that it makes a lot of fans happy that the WBA plans to reduce the amount of belts that they have. And look, they've already gone to work, man. They've gone to work. Brandon, two guys right off the bat. Well, one doesn't have anything to do with the WBA. I just wanted to talk about it because he's being stripped as well. Joyce is being stripped of that European title. He hadn't fought for the title since he won it back in 18 or 19. That fight that he had against Daniel Dubois, the belt wasn't eligible to be, you know, competed for. So he's going to be stripped of that European title. I think Joyce got bigger fish to fry, though. He's going for a world title now. Not really worried about the domestic level. But back to the WBA, I just wanted to bring that up, that Joyce will be stripped of his title as well. My man Samuel Wildshaw first. What's good, Samuel? Wow. Man, I just hit the wrong button on the stream, y'all. Hold on, guys. Give me a second so I can come back in. I'll take myself out. What's good, Samuel? Wow. All right, come back in. There we go. All right, I'm back. Back in action. Yeah, man, I hit the exit button. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. All right, anyway. All right, back at it, man. Let's get back to it. So, there, back. So, what's up, Samuel? You see that? Kick myself out. So, yeah, man, let me get back to my little footage. There we go. Boom. Brandon Figueroa, Joyce. So the WBA, back at it, the WBA, they're going to strip Brandon Figueroa as soon as he steps in the ring with Stephen Fulton here. Because Brandon Figueroa as well, who was that he fought? I can't remember that last fight he fought, but it wasn't a title defense. Similar to Joyce, it wasn't eligible to be a title defense. So he hasn't defended the title. And by him taking on this fight with Stephen Fulton, he's violated WBA rulings of not fighting a fighter within a certain span of time within the sanctioning body, which I don't think that Figueroa really gives a damn because he's going for unification. Raisa Lim will be challenging for a title shot. Okay, and because you know it's going to end up this way, guys. Raisa Lim is going to end up fighting MJ, and that's going to be boy, that's going to be a good fight. I think Fulton and MJ are the best, but Raees Salim, he could be one of the best too. Even still, the WBA seems to be on board with, they're talking about stripping other guys too. Rolly Romero is probably going to be getting stripped. And, Rolly came out. I didn't even talk about it, guys, but Rolly came out with a video talking about retiring. How the WBA get ready to take his strap. Floyd Mayweather want to make him fight Devin Haney. Rolly World is just turning upside down. He thought he was going to get him a Tank fight. Floyd said, "You're not fighting Tank. You're going to fight Devin Haney. Or you ain't going to fight." I don't think Rolly liked that after he just dismissed Devin Haney. But WBA's talking about taking his strap as well. So I believe that they're really going to consolidate these belts, bro. And they need to. And hopefully the WBO and the WBC follow suit, because we don't need any more than 1 or 2 belts. Tell you the truth, just 1 belt. But if you're going to have a interim, a gold, or a belt that's in transition to lock you in for that title fight, they need to start living up to it. They need to give if it's an interim, a gold belt, whatever that second belt is, because they have 4, and they're talking about getting rid of 2. So I suppose that they're going to keep the WBA gold and the WBA super champion, and they're going to eliminate the interim title and the regular title. So the WBA regular belt, the WBA interim belt are on the chopping block. They're talking about getting rid of those belts, but I suppose that they're going to keep the WBA gold in the super championship. So maybe the goal will be that belt. Once you win the gold, you're in line for a title shot. And if they stick to it, I mean, it would be great. And hopefully these other sanctioning bodies follow suit. We get rid of a lot of these garbage belts in the sport. I thought Figueroa last fight was for the WBA title. No, that was his fight before last. Damn, I can't remember the name. It was the fight he had before last. Samuel Shawn. Let me see here. Pretty sure, but let me see. I check it out for you. But even still, they're getting rid of the belts, and they seem to be sticking to it, and that's the point. And this is something that fans have been crying about. I mean, even myself, like, it's too many belts in boxing. So this definitely can't be a bad thing. Because it's way too many belts. Let me see. Samuel, find this Figueroa story. I was just reading it last night, Samuel. Jake Paul. But I think Samuel Shaw, I'm pretty sure that it was he had 2 fights in between. The fight that he just had. All right, here we go. There you go, right here, Samuel. Luis Neri. Yeah. That fight. No, it wasn't on the line for the Luis Neri fight, but I thought you was talking about the fight before Neri. I can't remember. It's Hispanic cat he fought. I don't know, yeah. This is a different article than the one I read. I don't know, Samuel, but no, the Luis Neri fight, the belt, it's just like with Joe Joyce and Daniel Dubois. It wasn't eligible to. This is where the WBA is saying that he violated, because the fight with Neri wasn't eligible. That belt, that title wasn't eligible in that fight, so it wasn't on the line. They fought for Neri's title, and the fight that he had before that one, Samuel, that's the fight that you're talking about. But the distance, the time in between that, by him taking this fight with Fulton, he violates WBC ruling. So they're going to strip him, which they're trying to eliminate those belts. So it's not as, it's not as if they're really punishing Brandon Figueroa. And plus, he's fighting for more. Now, it is kind of a dump. Like that belt's supposed to mean something. So if he goes in there and loses to Fulton, which I expect, I think he did an excellent job against Luis Neri, but I picked him to beat Luis Neri because I thought Neri was overrated, and I think that was proven. But I don't think he beats Fulton. I don't think he beats MJ or probably Rais Salim either. So, yeah, but then he doesn't have that belt to lean on, because if he lost that fight prior to, if they wasn't going to strip him and then he lost the fight, that fight's not going to be on the line against Fulton. Just like it wasn't on the line against Neri, it wouldn't be on the line. So he could lose that fight and he would still be WBA interim champion or whatever. But that ain't going to happen now, because they're going to strip his belt as soon as he steps in the ring. If he doesn't fight someone in the WBA that's ranked in the WBA, then they'll strip him, which he's not. I mean, he's not going to give up who would give up a unification match to fight for a interim title? Like, fooey. Like, let him get rid of it. Mad Chad in the building. What's good? What's good? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. All right, so he said Young Frez. Yeah. I couldn't remember that name if I tried, Samuel. Yeah, it still don't look familiar. Parejo. Yeah, Young Fez Parejo. I know. I don't even know if I heard of Young Fez Parejo. Yeah, that's the guy. That's right, Samuel. That's him. Andre in the building. Bud Ortiz is a better fight. I'm all in for that fight. Hope it happens. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if Bob's going to make it. I would like to see it as well. I couldn't remember it either. I know. Yeah, that ain't what we say every day. My brother in the building. What's good? What's good, K. Harvey? G-Man Boxing. Y'all already know what I always say. If you ain't subscribed to G-Man, what the hell you waiting on? What's up, G-Man? Kevin in the building. Kevin says Norning to you too, Kevin. Good morning, brother. Good morning, Kev. So yeah, man, stripping is going on. Joe Joyce, you're gonna have that title removed, but I don't think Joe Joyce cares. Joe Joyce is on the fast track to a heavyweight title. He's looking heavily at this Usyk Joshua competition. So I don't think he cares about being stripped of that European title. They get that title and then they want to move on to world level. And that title, achieving that title, helps give them that validity. Yeah, he's ready for world level. And I think Joe Joyce is definitely ready for world level. So he's not worried. And Brandon Figueroa, on the other hand, I really doubt that he's worried about this either, because he's going for unification and pretty confident that he'll win this fight again. I don't think he'll win because Stephen Fulton is a monster, not to say the least. Yordenis Ugas, guys. Yordenis Ugas is tired of being doubted, man. He's tired of being doubted. Bud Ortiz in Omaha. Yeah, that would be fire. That would be fire. They would have to go there, not Texas, because Bud's the A side. It should be Crawford versus Ortiz. I'd rather see that. And I go, yeah, Virgil. There's gonna be a lot of people picking Virgil in that fight. I'm not so sure, bro. I mean, styles make fights. I think he did an excellent job against Agidius Kavialaskis. And honestly, guys, that's the best fight that either of them have fought. You could argue Hooker, maybe skill-wise. I don't think he hits hard or is as tough as Kavialaskis, and then maybe he is, because he took a lot of punishment from Virgil, but I think he's a better boxer than Kavialaskis, but Kavialaskis posed a tougher threat, bigger guy, stronger. He actually Maurice Hooker hurt Virgil, but I would say more like buzzed him, got his attention, buzzed him. He was slightly hurt though, but he was hurt bad. So let's say he was hurt by Hooker, but he was hurt bad by Kavaliauskas. And he had to box more. He was going after Hooker. Hooker was on the move. Hooker was trying to stay away. Virgil had to box his way inside of Kavaliauskas. He wasn't just marching him down. So I would definitely say that he had a tougher fight with the Yordenis Kavaliauskas. And Virgil himself said that this was his toughest fight, period. He's come out and said that Yordenis Kavaliauskas was his toughest fight, hands down. So I would say that Crawford and Virgil Ortiz, this was their toughest fight. Common opponent, both their toughest fight. Now, when you look behind that, behind Kavaliauskas being both of their toughest fight, who's shown us more? Clearly Crawford, man. Virgil ain't fought on the skill level of Victor Postol. And remember, he fought at 142. So it's not like he never fought at 140. Virgil fought at 142. He's not fought anyone on the level of Victor Postol. Gamboa, when Crawford fought Gamboa was top-notch back then. Virgil, that old Gamboa, I'm not sure if he fought someone on that level. So that hand speed and that power. So I would still have to edge Crawford. Styles make fights, and because one guy beats up Kavaliauskas a little better, doesn't really do it for me. Kavaliauskas was finding the target. Crawford's a much better boxer than the Yordenis Kavaliauskas. He can switch it. So we don't know if he switches up on Virgil, how he'll be able to adjust. You adjusted to Kavaliauskas, but I tell you, adjusting to Kavaliauskas is not the same as adjusting to a Terence Crawford. So I'm going to have to pick Crawford in this Ortiz fight if it should happen. I think that Virgil's ready. I think that he can win, but I would have to go with Crawford. I can't pick Virgil in that fight. I wouldn't mind seeing the kid win. I like Virgil. I wouldn't mind seeing him win and accomplish that feat. Beat Terence Crawford would be huge for him. I'm not sure if he can do it, and I wouldn't pick him. I'm not sure if he could do it. I feel more comfortable with Terence Crawford. That pick anyway. Andre say salute, man. Chad Fish in the building. What's good with your Fish? What's good? Kevin, salute Samuel Shaw. Fish said he's got a while to wait till a shot. Okay, he's got a while to wait till a shot. Why doesn't he just defend it and keep himself busy? Who are you talking about, Fish? Who are you talking about? Ronald Finkley in the building. What's good with you, Ronald? Hoping Eddie chucks a decent bid and ends up signing Bud. Also, he'll sign him for one fight. This Eddie Hearn madness. Fish, let me get some of you guys to understand something. Pete Scale Bender. What's up, Uncle Pete? What are you doing up this early, brother? Uncle Pete, this link goes out to you, fam. I ain't seen you talk to you in a minute, Uncle Pete. If you got some time, you got some time. You ain't doing shit with sitting in that office trying to get your head together. It's early in the morning. You ain't doing nothing, Pete. Call up here and talk to your boy, DJ. Hope and Eddie. Let me tell you something, Fish. This is why you gotta stop thinking because somebody fights on the zone or Eddie Hearn works a deal, automatically they're with him. Even if the zone or Matchroom does get the purse bid, it's a purse bid, you idiot. People were saying the same thing about Teofimo Lopez. Now he's with, and no, he's not. He was with Top Rank. It was a purse bid. That's it. Now we know Crawford's coming up on the end of his contract, though, D. So what? Doesn't matter if this fight happens over there, because it does seem like it's going to go to purse bid. We're going to get into that later. But if it does go there, this is a one-off fight. If the zone wins it, it's a one-off fight. Do you think that if Triller wins it, that now he's signed with Triller? It doesn't work that way. It's a one-off fight. Then Bud will handle his business after that. Y'all want Eddie to get everyone. Eddie, what the hell can Eddie Hearn do for Terence Crawford? That's not really the move to make. I'm sorry. I know y'all want Eddie Hearn to be the top, but he can't offer everyone everything. The zone has nothing in the welterweight division. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. They have nothing to offer but a fight with Mikey, and then it's over with. Come on, bro. Eddie Hearn, him signing with Eddie makes no sense. It just makes English people happy. For what reason, I don't know. Eddie can't help Terence Crawford. Pete, what's good, Pete? Andre says, gotta love Virgil's attitude and willingness to take on everyone. I think Bud stops him, though. He's green right now. Yeah. I do think he's willing, and he's ready, but that's a tough ask, ain't it, Andre? That's a tough ask for the kid. He could get it done, though. I'm not saying he can't win. I think he can win. I think Bud will win. I would pick Bud. When we get these fights, you got to pick one way or the other. Now, I think this is a fight that Virgil can win, but my confidence is with Bud Crawford. It was all a dream. Virgil would have fought him when he was number one. Nonsense, Ronald. I'm not even going to get started with you. Absolute nonsense. You don't understand a damn thing if you really believe that. You don't understand a damn thing if you really believe that. Bob, let me tell you something, man. Bob, is all about risk over reward, getting his money. When Virgil was number one, he couldn't sell ice water in hell, Ronald. His stock is being built now. He's going uphill as far as his stock, right? Pacquiao was on the line in the Qatar fight. Don't you remember that? Bob claimed that the Saudis and the people in Qatar offered $50 million for Pacquiao versus Crawford. You think they're going to entertain a Virgil Ortiz? Come on, Ronald. If you really believe that, you didn't know what the hell you're talking about, because no, he wouldn't have fought him because Bob wasn't looking in his direction. And unless Bob looks in that direction, I don't know what you missed, Ronald. It's not going to happen. Ronald, why all of a sudden, too, have you been this Crawford fanboy here lately? Past few days, you've been sending me messages and stuff. When did you become a Crawford fanboy? When did this happen? Like, bro, you fanboying for Crawford really hard, Ronald. You need to cut that out, bro. You need to cut that out. These dudes are sleeping on Virgil. Boxing IQ. The kid is really smart. Yeah, he is. And calculating that ring. I got Virgil beating Bud ass up really bad. Samuel Wow said it anyway, though. That he thought Virgil would be. Samuel and G-Man know boxing, bro. So y'all don't think that they're crazy. We're not always going to pick the same. And I think Bud wins, but hey, bro, I'm not like, guys, I'm with you. We ain't seen, but like I just said, Samuel, this is why I'm not like, you idiot and all of that. No, Virgil could win because these two guys, their best opponent at 147 has been the same guy, Didier Velasquez. They both stopped him. Virgil did it a round earlier in, better fashion, if you ask me. Crawford's dropped Velasquez twice, but after the second one, when the ref waved it off, Velasquez got right back up to his feet, okay? Well, Virgil put him down 4 times, and he was sitting on that canvas when it was waved off. He was sitting on the canvas like he was beat down. And then Velasquez felt himself that Virgil's stronger and hits harder. So, hey, man, look, I could get it wrong. And the closer we move to that fight, I look at things, you know how I go, Samuel. I could say, I'm going with Virgil. But Virgil is my guy. I just put out his short. I'm on the Virgil bandwagon now. I'm picking him up. I'm a fan of his. I'm getting ready to lose this damn Tyson Fury, Teofimo, or one of them. I might need to put Virgil in my top 5 because I'm getting sick and tired of Spence and dog on Tyson Fury and Teofimo Lopez and all of this foolery, man. He said throw the dice, win, lose, or draw. He'll get credit either way, for sure. For sure. I mean, just taking on the challenge. He damn sure will. You know, Porter and these guys ain't running to do it. Spence and Garcia and these guys, they've not been rushing the fight. So I would give Virgil all the credit in the world. Go make the fight happen without all the rigmarole. Means we get this fight for less money. Pay-per-view is dead. Not to no, we don't. Yeah, I don't know. Y'all can love Nut Hug Bob all y'all want, but he believes in pay-per-view too. No, we won't get it any cheaper. Fight of the weekend: Manny Pacquiao versus Yordenis Ugas, 12 rounds for the WBA welterweight title. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Wang Cho in the building with the super chat. Appreciate you, Wang. Appreciate you, my brother. Definitely. P Scale Bender. D, I can't jump on this morning, but let me take you up on it. Yeah, if I do a show later, Pete, you already know you're welcome, brother. Always. All right, man. Link in the chat. First come, first serve. One person up here. Y'all know how I do. We halfway through the show. I only want one person. So, Yordenis Ugas, we kind of went left on some stuff, but Yordenis Ugas is sick and tired. And he is sick and tired of people telling him what he can do. And he feels like he can beat and will beat Manny Pacquiao coming up. D. Jefferson, your Chappuccino, Cappuccino is shaking, bro. No, I don't got nothing special in this one, Ronald. Sometimes, but not this one. I used to listen a lot before under a different name. We're glad to see you here, grinding. Oh, okay. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. We here only in the mornings, though, Wayne. I had to I started school and I'm starting this business, so I've been really strapped for time. So I haven't been able to do the afternoon show. So I've been doing the morning show and dropping a couple of shorts. I'm still here with you guys, just not as often, but we still crank it. And I do appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Samuel, well, Ronald, with you, Virgil got a bandwagon. Yeah, he been had a bandwagon. I just jumped on. That thing been riding, Ronald. I don't know who will win between Crawford and Virgil, but I do know Usyk is trash. What's up, Joe? Joe in the building. PSK in the building. What's good with you, brother? Good to see you. He said Auerbach is clearly buying a recession to think Usyk. You guys are funny, man. Can Ortiz versus Crawford go to distance? Yes. Yes, for sure it could. No one has to be stopped in that fight. I think somebody will be, though. So you guys, let me get this out. Yordenis Ugas, man. I feel this pain, but Ugas is the type of boxer that you would doubt. I mean, he doesn't seem like he's at that level, right? And I think that's what Ugas' problem is. Like, you know, you eat a fight, you eat by these fights. Like Abel Ramos, come on, guys. Ugas, if you think you're on that level of Spence, Crawford, Pacquiao, even once upon a time Thurman, Porter, Danny, you can't be struggling with the Abel Ramos. You can't almost get put away by Abel Ramos. You can't. You have to beat these guys convincingly. And then you go in there, and everybody struggles with Shawn Porter, so I'm not going to give him that. But here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. It will be a shocker for a lot of people if Ugas won this fight, right? Andre, I do think he can win. And here's why. I'll tell you why. Now, again, I think Virgil can beat Crawford, but I'm picking Crawford. I think Ugas can win this fight, but I'm picking Manny Pacquiao. So, but the question is, do you give him a chance? Do you give Ugas a chance? Do you think he can win? I do believe he can win, and I give him a chance for a clear reason here, Andre. Manny's old. In any fight, at any time, any fight, we've seen it happen so many times in history. Guy in his 40s like this, who's been battle-worn, such as Manny, can turn old on us in any fight. Any athlete, it can happen in any one particular competition. You know, you see basketball players, you get them on the court, and like, man, he's getting old, and you see him on the court, yeah, he's done. You see football players, yeah, man, that's it. He don't have no more for us. UFC fighters, boxers. You see it happen. That final competition where you just look at him and like, bro, he's giving us all he can give us. It's over with. That could happen. That could happen to Manny Pacquiao in any fight at this point. It could have happened in the Keith Thurman fight. We actually, if people weren't so in shock and awe because he beat up a sometime Thurman, you would have seen some of the regression in that fight. You see it happening in GGG with the Reverend Chinko fight. You know that this guy is not the guy or close to the guy that he once was. He's still a good fighter. He still can compete, but he's not the guy he once was. That can happen to Manny Pacquiao in this Ugas fight. And if it should happen, will the torch be passed to Ugas? Hell no. Ugas this is not a torch passing ceremony here. It would have been in the Thurman fight. It would have been in the Spence fight. But this is no torch passing ceremony here because nobody expects Ugas to hold that torch up high. He'll get beaten by Spence or Crawford as soon as he gets in the ring with one of them. And pretty much everybody knows that. Even still, though, yeah, he can beat him. Do I give him a chance? If Manny is not Manny on that night, yeah, Ugas can win. He's good enough of a boxer to win. But if Manny's been looking sharp, he's looking healthy. If Manny that came in there and fought Keith Thurman, if he's at least that caliber of fighter, Ugas won't win. That's how I look at it. We just got it. All depends on Manny. You know, Ugas could take him in the deep waters, and that gas tank, you know, starts to wear on Manny, you know. We'll have to see, but I just felt like Abel Ramos was finding the target on Ugas too damn easy. Manny's quicker, hits harder, and much more experienced and a much better boxer than Abel Ramos. And I think Manny could possibly stop Ugas in this fight. He could possibly stop him. Usyk can box. Yeah, Usyk's nice, man. I buy houses don't like Usyk. Usyk can box. That's Fish, you make the most money buying in the recession. Yeah. On real estate, yeah. Like buying low, buying stocks low and selling them high when it bounce back. Yeah. Depends on how long it lasts. All right, guys, y'all talking. Don't get Joe started about real estate. He's a professional, Fish. I would be very shocked if you guys beat Manny because Manny's footwork, I would think, will give Ugas. Well, it will, but Ugas is a pretty agile guy. I mean, it would be something, Samuel, where Manny starts waning after 6. That's what I think could happen. Ugas, like, okay, Manny allows Ugas to pick up 1 or 2 early rounds. First 6, 4-2, Manny's up. Then he starts waning after 6. Ugas can steal that fight, bro. And I don't think we have to worry too much about. First is a PBC event, right? I don't think we have to worry about robbery. Manny's been treated the worst in this sport than anyone. So I don't think judging's going to be in his favor. If Ugas ekes out a split decision here, I think they'll give it to him so that they can feed Ugas to Errol Spence, bro. If you think about it, right? Nah, man. Manny ain't going to get favorable judging. So Ugas could eke out a split decision here. We just seen the travesty that they pulled over there at the Armory with this freaking Mikhail Fox nonsense. So we know that they're not, you know, and boxing has screwed Manny so many times. So I don't know, man. Really, really close. Really interesting here. Presidential Luke, we just seen it with Rigo. Yeah. Rigo is like deflated, flattened out, right? I buy house already cheap, and yeah. Y'all get it. Get that money. Scalebender said, hey, this fight is Saturday or a week from Saturday. I think it's this weekend. What's today's date? Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's going down, Pete. It's going down, Pete. Saturday, unfortunately, it's not Spence busted. It's a torn retina. strip him. Negative. The WBC said they're not stripping him, Ronald. Ronald, dog, you gotta stop. You gotta stop, really, bro. You getting like the idiots out there. Oh, when did you become a Crawford fanboy and start hating on Spence all of a sudden? Who channel you been on? Somebody's giving you this influence, Ronald. I ain't been gone that long. You just become a Spence hater and now you a Crawford fanboy. Ronald Finkley in the building. Hard recoil. What's good? What's good? Saturday. Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna do this fight, man. I ain't been doing fights. I'm gonna do these fights Saturday. Top of the morning, hard recoil, no doubt. Manny Brown TV in the building. What's good, Manny? What's good with you, brother? Yeah, well, so Ugas, that's it, man. I'm done with Ugas, but yeah, I think he could win, but only if Manny turns old. Now let me talk about Tyson Fury. And this one, Tyson Fury. And everybody knows that Tyson Fury has been a loose cannon. I don't know if anybody expected that to change. But Tyson Fury's father is, now look, guys, I'm all about family first, right? And I'm not saying anything. God bless Athena Fury, the little baby. I was reading first, she actually died for a few minutes and they brought her back, right? But John Fury and his threats to cancel the fight and all, look, I don't want to hear that. Somebody need to just open hand smack the hell out of John Fury. Like just open hand, open all fingers and just smack that dude really hard, bro. The little girl's out of the hospital. She's with the family. Tyson Fury himself hasn't said anything about stopping him. Now here's John Fury. I'll block the fight myself. It makes me start to feel like Fury don't want this fight, bro. You hear Bob talking a little negative about this fight. Now John Fury. Now I've not heard Fury say anything. He's a loose cannon, bro. Is it one? Are we getting ready to see Fury pull up on us again and just leave everything high and dry? Oh, families first. I got to worry about my family if I accomplished everything to accomplish and all of this dumb shit, and then just leave us hanging high and dry again, right? You feel me, Monty? Like, is this what? Because I mean, Fury's my guy. Everybody know I support him, but I'm not going to be blind to nonsense, bro. Foolery is foolery. And I don't even like John's tone. Like, what do you mean you'll stop the fight? Since when has he become the power anyway? Since when has John Fury become the power anyway to make decisions? You've never made decisions for Fury. Now all of a sudden you'll personally stop the fight. It just seemed kind of fishy to me, man. I didn't believe the doggone COVID nonsense. I said that the other day when I was talking about it because your daughter's in a situation, and if you pull out of a fight because of that, there could be backlash because some people are not as forgiving or family oriented or whatever. So let's just say we got COVID. Now they can't argue about it. Okay, so you got the COVID, you got the fight pushed back. Why the hell is John Fury talking about stopping it altogether? It just seems fishy to me, man. It seems fishy to me. I gotta be honest. What do you think, Monty? What you think about that?
I don't think he gonna stop it. I don't think Fury gonna stop it. I thought I seen something where he said shit. He was training even harder, and his daughter was motivation. Now I don't know if he said that personally. I think I said somebody make the video, but
yeah, he did, and that's why I was saying this is John Fury talking because Fury ain't been talking about stopping it.
Right. John Fury, man. I think he just happy he back in the camp and he got some. You know what I mean? Remember he was just crying about Fury not listening to him over in Miami. He don't feel like he's ready, this, that, and the third. So
right.
you can't take his word for nothing, bro. When he get to talking, I don't even believe nothing he say now. He just the daddy, feel good about himself. You know how it be when the day used to have power over the sun, then he lose the power, then come back, they give him a little power. So with John Fury, man, that he just talking, man. He trying to take some certain situations. And like I say, when I was on the last time, it is a serious situation when it's your daughter and things of that nature. Right. But you still had obligations. And Tate was saying Wilder was like, he feels sorry for him, but he gonna have to still fight. Like, and when he said that, it kind of hit me like you is putting Wilder's career on hold as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. You got to turn around. You got to think about it. Like, man, Do I want to sit here and wait for this dude? Who knows how long he gonna say this situation gonna drag out? We'll go all the way to next year. So it's a lot of things that he obligated to do. And they was like he has to fight, D. Like he has to fight. It was something about the contract, bro. But I gotta go listen to Tay because he said he had Wilder on. I don't know if he had Wilder on, but when me and Keon was talking, he had Wilder next to him. And we was like, hey, what Wilder think? He like Wilder was saying, shit, I don't give a damn, bro. He got to fight. He like, shit, I feel sorry for a daughter, but he got to fight. So I think Fury
Yeah.
in the mind state of fight. I think he's still training. I don't think he pulling out shit. I think Fury himself want to get this shit over. You know what I'm saying?
I
he
think
ready
so
to get it
too.
over with.
And he and Joshua was still jaw jacking off at each other talking about that fight. I think that that's why I'm not really listening to John as much here. But just like Fish is saying here, drama always following Fury. And I expected, Monty. You heard me say, like, what do people expect? That everything's gonna be peachy, squeaky clean with Fury? No, we know he's crazy. He's a loose cannon. He can do anything at any moment. And
Right.
as a Fury fan, understanding that about him, it just makes me uneasy, bro. Because look, bro, this dude will pull away from a fight. He'll do something crazy. I mean, I know that he'll do that. So I can root for the guy, but I can also expect that we see Fury do things like that. And I want this fight. I want this fight. You know, I was telling everybody before, do I want Joshua or the Wilder trilogy? Of course I wanted Joshua. It's 4-belt undisputed. I didn't give a damn about no Wilder trilogy. But I even said back then, if it's not Joshua, of course I would like to see him go fight Wilder. So we ain't getting Joshua. So I want this fight. I don't want to see Wilder fight Dillian White. He'll knock Dillian White out. I don't care what these white fans believe. I don't want to see that. I want to see this fight. And this is the fight that could lead to Joshua. One of these knuckleheads to Joshua. It could lead to Joshua. Look, what's most important to me, guys, is if I can keep hope on 4-belt undisputed. Do you guys really think I give a damn if Wilder is the one to go against Joshua for 4-belt undisputed? You guys think I like Fury that much? Well, let me enlighten you to something. Hell no, I don't. I like Fury, but if I can get Joshua or Wilder 4-belt undisputed, that's what I want the most. I don't care which these two idiots get in there and fight them. I don't care. That's what I want the most. And I think that this fight has to happen. If we have any chance at 4-belt undisputed, Tyson Fury and Wilder has to happen, and Joshua has to win. If Usyk wins against Joshua, it's blown. It's done.
That's a rematch.
It's done. No 4-belt undisputed. But these two have to fight, and Joshua has to win. So I still have hopes. I still have hopes for that.
Is Usyk fight for 1 belt or the 3? Just 1?
No, it's for all the marbles, bro. They're going for everything.
Okay, yeah.
They fight
And then,
for all.
damn, what I was about to say. Damn, it slipped my mind with that situation. Yeah,
T20, what's good with your T20? Go ahead, Manny.
Dylan White need to fight. Dylan White need to fight King Kong. That's what I want to see. He need to fight
Dillian White need to fight King Kong, Ruiz, or Joe Joyce.
I think all of them will beat him too. And I used to get Dylan White the edge against Joe Joyce, but I'll take that back.
Hey man, Slow Joe. Well, I've been telling everybody about Slow Joe. That's my guy.
That boy won me over. I ain't gonna lie to you. I used to hate Joe Joyce with the past. I was like, man, I ain't gonna say hate. Let me not say hate. That's a strong word. I didn't like Joe Joyce.
You didn't like him.
Yeah, I'm like, man, this dude couldn't knock out Bermain Stavern on his feet. The Bermain Stavern was done. Like he was beating him.
Green, bro. He was green.
But man, when he went over there and beat Daniel DeBar, then the situation with my man talking, I said, yeah, he getting better, bro. He getting better. But I gave him his credit with Daniel DeBar because I swear I thought Daniel DeBar, I'd have bet my whole paycheck that Daniel DeBar was gonna knock him out, bro. I'd have lost my money, your money, everybody money.
No, you wouldn't, because I picked Joe Joyce in the 10th round, my dude.
I would have just been putting people money on. I would have just been putting people money on Daniel DeBar, like, bro, that's easy money.
Yeah.
Take the money. Motherfucker been looking for me like, hey, money. Hey, where my money at?
With my bread, dog.
Yeah, but I respect Joe Joyce now, bro. I think he'll beat Dylan White.
Yeah, man. I was like, so I think White has his options. He need to get Fury, Joshua, and Wilder out his head right now, because you ain't getting that Dylan White. You got options, but they're not one of them right now. But those are good fights. Andy Ruiz,
Luis Ortiz.
Luis Ortiz and Joe Joyce.
Joyce.
Those are good fights. I think he beats old man Ortiz. I think Ortiz passed. I don't think Wilder took too much out of him, bro. He stopped him good both times. That second time, man, he was on the ground looking retarded, bro. I think he.
For what he was doing before the stoppage, though, is the question.
Huh?
What he was doing before the stoppage. Now, could they catch him with that power? Because I'm telling you, man.
I don't think he hits harder than Povetkin, though.
Shit, you don't got to hit harder than Povetkin. Look what Povetkin did to Dillian White.
Yeah, true. Slept them good. Weiss and Jury says only one. Tyson Fury, that's right. Mike from Boston, what's up, old poor Wilder? Man, ain't no poor Wilder. Fury better get his act together, man. I ain't gonna be no Wilder basher. G-Man, appreciate you with that super chat, brother. Hell no, I won't give Fury the heat. Him and John better stop talking crazy. And this fight, well, Fury ain't talking crazy, but I don't want to hear no silliness. Just say, no, ain't no Wilder. You better get his ass in that fight, man.
when Wilder knock him out and bring that belt back to Alabama, we'll see if that's
hold on. You taking it too far. You gonna beat Wilder up again.
Boy, Wilder knocking that boy out. Boy, Wilder on the whole.
You gonna beat him up, man. I'm telling you. I'm still on that now. Look,
very done, bro.
He's gonna beat him up. And we're gonna put young Pharaoh. I know you ain't gonna come talk to me. You got troubles on your own channel. But you come talk to me when Fury beat him up again.
Not young Pharaoh beat, and I'm telling you, and you know, Wilder, he should have won a fight. And I don't give a fuck what nobody say. And I was like, this is young Pharaoh.
Hey man, that kid, he's a riot, bro. I was listening to him just on some other stuff, not boxing talk. He's a funny guy, but. Yeah, I don't know.
Smart as hell, though. He's smart as hell. Yeah, Pharaoh's smart.
Yeah, he is. He's a bright kid. He's a bright kid for sure. For sure. All right, Jeff, what's good with you, Jeff? Wish he would. He said, I wish he would just beat his ass again and get it over with. Man, he could get knocked out today. Get touched up by that right hand. Wilder's a delusional idiot. Why you say that, Mike? What is why? What? Okay, this is the second comment that I heard about Wilder. I want you guys to realize something. I'm calling John Fury an idiot, and I'm saying I'm uneasy about this pulling out of the fight talk. Why are you guys disrespecting Wilder, fam? This is not Wilder wasn't the topic of this discussion. I was throwing a little heat at the Fury camp. What are you guys going at Wilder for? What the hell does Wilder have to do with John Fury saying he'll pull the fight? I don't get you guys' angle this morning, dog, because this is not a Wilder back party.
That's Wilder hate, man. That's Wilder hate. Well, Wilder the one ready to get in the ring and fight. Y'all need to get on your boy Fury.
The Britney Spears of boxing. Remy called him the Britney Spears of boxing. Ronald Finkley with the super sticker. Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate that. He said, I'm a fan of none of these, but I don't blame you there, Mike. You know. Boxing first, boxers say, look, here we go, F Wilder. Okay, guy, I ain't messing with y'all this morning. Wilder's Fury side piece. Boy, you guys, hey, Marty, it ain't me, dog. You see him.
Oh, man, I done heard worse, bro. We already know what it is, dude. We know how it goes, bro.
Louise. All right,
come
guys.
with the territory. Come with the territory.
Meat and potatoes. Shawn.
Let me say this, D. When Wilder land that right hand, yeah, we'll see what's up then.
Now, Manny, you know he landed it 3 times in that second fight.
Hey, when Wilder landed that right hand,
I'm just saying, you know he landed it 3 times. Fury rolled it twice. He got a good roll off of it twice. Wilder hit him, but he rolled it. But he hit him once with that right hand, and Fury ate it.
Mm-hmm.
Now Fury's building that neck up, Monty. Mine getting a little fat too. You see your boy putting on weight, cheeks pulling out. He build that neck up, Monty. You know what that means, right?
He gonna need more than that neck. He gonna need more than that neck. I'm gonna tell you now.
Hey, but look, okay, guys. Last topic of the day: Shawn Porter, Terence Crawford, purse bid situation. Now, first and foremost, because I heard a couple of you guys, Fish, don't you say it. No, he will not sign to Eddie Hearn. So even if Shiz Biz, what's good? He said, just throw the right hand. What's good with your Shiz Biz? Even if they win the purse bid, I don't know where you guys are getting this idea that he'll sign to. Eddie Hearn can do nothing for Crawford. If anything, he would shock the world and sign with the PBC because that's where the action is at. Or he will not really shock the world, but shockingly stay with Bob Arum again. He's done it already. But Golden Boy, Matchroom, The Zone, it's not, they have nothing for Crawford. The action at the welterweight division, even 154, they don't have much for Crawford. So y'all forget about it. If The Zone and Eddie wins this purse bid, good. Crawford will get paid and Porter will get paid, and that's it. I want to point something out, though, because all of these idiots that I had to keep going back and forth with, outside of Julius Ring IQ, that's my guy. I'm not calling him an idiot because he validates the things he say. But everybody else I am calling idiots when I was trying to tell y'all that it was a lowball offer. Now, I'm talking about the initial $1 million offer that Bob tried to shoot at Shawn Porter. And I came out with videos, it's a lowball. Oh, D, you hating on Bob Arum again. No, it was a lowball offer. It was absolutely ridiculous. He immediately comes back and doubles up. That's not negotiation. Usually it's like 1.2, 1.5. No, he immediately doubled up and wanted to offer $2 million. You know why? Because he knows a lowball offer. But with all of that being said, the purse bid is going to show you how cheap Bob is. Right? For all of you Bob Arum protectors, it's going to show you how cheap Bob Arum is and what he's trying to do. He's trying to get more money than these fighters. You guys are idiots if you don't see this. Terence Crawford and Shawn Porter will sell. I had to sit there listening to my guy Julius. Oh, well, Bob don't want to take the risk. Tell PBC to take the risk. It ain't no damn risk, bro. He would have made the money. Right. And the purse bid will show you that he would have made the money. I'm sick and tired of people trying to protect Bob's money. Bob just told all of you, I don't give a fuck about the fans. Why are all of you guys that defend Bob always trying to protect his money? Oh, I don't think Bob should take the risk. He doesn't care about your money, right? Come on, let's be reasonable. And this purse bid will show you. I thought you guys would have learned with the Teofimo situation, where he was trying to offer him 1.2 and Teofimo gets almost triple through purse bid, which saying he's worth more. I don't care that Triller had problems putting these fights together. That has nothing to do with it. The value, people see the value in this fight. This is Shawn Porter versus Terence Crawford, the first legitimate fight that people are agreeing with at 147 for Crawford. You guys think this won't sell? Bob is trying to be cheap. He tried to lowball him at 1. He tried to lowball him at 2, and you're going to find out. That's why I want to talk about this. What do you think, Manny?
Man, I agree with you, bro. I agree. And like you said, bro, people follow that Bob Arum narrative of, oh, it's taking a risk. Like I say, D, Bob Arum got spoiled with the Manny Pacquiao pay-per-views, with the big numbers. I be telling people, bro, every pay-per-view don't have to be 1 million buyers, bro. If you can get the pay-per-views to where you can pay the purses to the fighters and you get some on the back end, but Bob Arum want to be greedy. If he ain't pulling in at least over a million plus or something like that, he feel like he's not doing nothing. Probably more than that, but it's just like, bro, you look at the fight, bro. Terence Crawford, Shawn Porter. We know how bad we want to see Terence Crawford fight one of these dudes. We know. I don't think they really see that, bro, and I don't know why. But if they make the fight happen, bro, they will see the buzz around the fight. That's why I always say you got to make the fight to see if the buzz gonna be there. And I think the buzz gonna be there for Shawn Porter and Terence Crawford. So, like you say, I don't think I'm not gonna just count Matchroom out like they don't got an opportunity to sign Crawford, because with Crawford, man, you never know, bro. His demeanor,
they
the way
just don't have anything for him, bro.
Yeah, I know, but man, he don't care. He go on the UK street. You know what I'm saying? He go fight Ted Cheeseman and maybe
Connor
Josh
Ben
Kelly,
and all of these guys.
UK some loyal fans, so they love. He had a situation with Ricky Burns already over there, so. But I feel you on that one, though. He need to go sign with the PBC and just go ahead and say it is what it is. But with that being said, Bo Mac don't want to go nowhere near Al Heyman. Yeah. He don't want to go nowhere. He's the manager. Well, he know for a fact Al Heyman go chop that money, and probably if he don't chop it all, he go chop it in half. And he like that big old round piece of dough. It's the chubby self. But looking at the fight,
he eating good. You can tell that he eating real good.
Fact. The fight though, the fight itself is a hell of a fight, bro. And I'm with you, man. That fight is a sell. I'm not listening to nobody that's saying it won't sell. Because the
Yeah.
people that's saying it won't sell on fight night, you're gonna be somewhere glued to the television. Now I'm
All
saying
these
glued to the
Crawford
television.
fanboys running around, bro. And come
Mm-hmm.
on, bro. That fight's gonna sell. Views gonna be up. Nebraska in the building. What's good with your steel? And Javon Ahmad in the building. What's good, Javon? He said, Bud Crawford is one of my favorite fighters, but I need him to have a signature legacy fight. Yeah, and look,
That's what we're
Bud
saying, D.
Crawford, it's no Bud Crawford hate here. This my guy Mar. He swears up and down I hate Bud, but the funny thing is with my dude Mar is that I always throw heat at Bob Arum. Like you always hear me, Monty. I always throw heat at Bob Arum. He always come back at me with Al and Spencer. I said, bro, I didn't say anything about that. I didn't even say anything
Right.
about Bud. I'm talking about Bob Arum and his foolishness. You the Bud fanboy, because every time I talk about Bob, you come back at me, well, what Spence gonna do this? Why are you talking about a fighter and I'm talking about a promoter? That show you your
Right.
Bud fanboyism. I'm not even talking about Spence. I'm talking about Bob Arum and his deceitful ways. And this dude, a lot of Crawford fans too, when it comes to Bob Arum, they want to exonerate Bob from his foolishness. No, Bob is a problem, guys. Bob is a problem. You can't exonerate Bob just because you want to say, oh, Crawford didn't do this. No, maybe Crawford didn't do it. But if Bob is a representative of his, it's still Team Crawford. That's the side that did it. You can point fingers at Spence and Al Hammond. Yeah, Al Hammond got a lot of issue with him too. I'm not on no Al Hammond and PBC protection, but we will not exonerate Bob is the biggest, smartest, most conniving, most deceitful snake in the business. And you guys better realize that. Nobody better. That dude has more experience. Tex laid the groundwork, and Bob Arum and Don King, budded the flowers, and now it's spring and it's blooming. And it was Bob Arum and Don King that did that. Tex laid the groundwork. Don't give me Tex Rickett was the first snake in the business, dog. He laid the groundwork, but these guys took it to another level. Well, Don's out of the picture. Who's left? Ain't nobody better than Bob at deceitfulness and maneuvering through this sport, man. No
And let me
one.
tell you this, D. They got to start holding Crawford feet to the fire as well, bro. They doing all this and that. Crawford, he said out his own mouth, if we the promoters work for the fighters, not the other way around. But he didn't push like when he made a statement, or they finally forced somebody to get into the ring with. I've been wanting these fights my entire career. Well, Sean Porter came out and was calling you out, right? He was trying to get the fighter first. You got mad at him for saying he
Right.
wanted to fight you to where he had to apologize. So come on now, man. You can't have it both ways, bro.
Right.
So when I look at the situation, like you said, it's Team Crawford. So Crawford has a big say-so as well. So he had to get on Bob Arum. And even though Bob said he ain't gonna do it, well, you got to start putting some stipulation there, like you put a stipulation in there with Earl Spence. And Bob Arum had nothing to do with Earl Spence. You see what I'm saying?
This is the thing. People don't understand that. They don't want to hear this. Crawford fans don't want to hear it. He chose money. Okay, if I say that Crawford chose money instead of, they don't want to hear that. Well, here's the brass tacks of it, guys. He re-signed with Bob. So if he's going to deal with Bob foolishness, re-sign. He chose the money. His guarantee went up. Right? He signs with him again. He knows that Bob. He's not ignorant to Bob's foolishness. So he signed. So he's willing to deal with that. That's why I say it has to be Team Crawford. And it's the same thing I say about my guy Spence. I've heard Spence plenty of time. Ask Al. Well, you could put that out there, but when somebody throw that heat at you, then it's Team Spence. Because you already said, well, ask Al. Well, if you're going to allow Al to determine whether this is going to go this way or that way, it's still Team Spence. But if I accept that about my guy, you think I'm going to give Bud the excuse or give him the pass? No, it's Team Crawford, bro. So when you say it like that, you can't blame Bud Crawford. Man, if you can blame Al, you can blame Spence, then you can blame Bob, then you can blame Crawford. Because everybody wants to throw in Spence's lap and Spence's team lap anything about the PBC. Well, Al Hammond this, Al Hammond that, Spence. Well, okay, Bob Arum this, Bob Arum that, Crawford, because they're representatives of such. So you got to tie them together. You can't separate them. Bob Arum's foolishness is the result of what's going on with Crawford. His best fight being at Yordenis Ugas. His best fight is the same as Virgil's at Yordenis Ugas. What? That's the truth. That's just the truth. And Shawn Porter will be the highest caliber fighter he's fought at 147, a marquee fighter. Ugas ain't no damn marquee fighter. Shawn Porter is. And a top 5 in that sense as well. Not only a marquee fighter, he's a top 5 welterweight, and deservingly so, because he makes the fight with everybody a tough fight. And he will make a fight with Crawford a tough fight. It's not going to be no easy fight. I hear people talking about Crawford going to knock Shawn Porter out and all of this. Man, Crawford ain't knocked nobody out but Jose Benavidez at 147. He barely did that. Everything else was a TKO. The shit got waved off. So y'all can that about him just going to go in there and knock Shawn Porter out. Nobody goes in there and knocks Shawn Porter out. Crawford ain't going to do it either. I don't believe it. Will he beat him? I'm picking Crawford to beat him because I don't think anybody can beat Crawford with Spence, personally. I think that's the only guy that could beat him. So I will pick Crawford to win. But all of this knocking him out, man, y'all can that nonsense.
I agree, 120. I got Crawford winning on the cards. I think Porter go bend his chest, and I think Crawford is gonna figure it out. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I got him winning on the cards. But when people kept talking, like I'm talking about every time they say they gonna knock him out, I was like, okay, well, bet your money. Oh no, I ain't gonna bet no. Bet your money. Right? If you that confident that he gonna knock him out, yeah, they never tried though. He ain't knocking out.
Virgil,
I don't think nobody gonna knock Shawn Porter out.
Virgil, Ennis. I don't want to hear this. What is there for Crawford? Why he got to waste time with Virgil and Ennis? How the hell is it a waste of time if people keep saying none of those guys at the PBC want to fight him? Okay, if that's your mindset that nobody at the PBC want to fight him, all of them are running away. Well, then Virgil, freaking Boots, Ennis, these guys are a viable option. Stop saying that they're not an option. If y'all already dismissed the whole PBC side, well, then Virgil and Boots should be an option. What are y'all talking about here, bro? Like, this Crawford stuff is going crazy, bro. Crazy. Y'all almost like these fanboys, these boxing, these people, this community, this boxing community, y'all have lost your minds, bro. If you're going to nullify the entire PBC because they're all scared, fine, say that. Or then put Virgil and Boots on the table. Virgil just beat Crawford's best opponent in better fashion. Why doesn't he deserve a fight with Crawford? What is wrong with you people? Why not?
That's what I said. I said this, bro. If Bud is not fighting Earl Spence, if Bud is not fighting the winner of Pacquiao and Yordenis Ugas,
no,
right? And then y'all talking about no Shawn Porter, then Virgil Ortiz deserves his opportunity. If he's the number 1 mandatory in the WBO, bro, how y'all gonna tell him no? And he's saying he's ready. I don't care what nobody say, ready or not. Right? He said himself, he don't. If I don't care if I'm ready or not.
3 sanctioning bodies. He ranked top 5 in 3 sanctioning bodies. How is he not ready? Who else is more ready?
These boys is up and coming. Right. These boys is up and coming. They putting themselves in position. You put yourself in position, you deserve your opportunity. I don't give a damn if Crawford go out there and smoke him in 1 round. He deserves his opportunity.
This is why when Spence was 25 and he wanted Thurman, y'all idiots didn't say he shouldn't fight Thurman. So why y'all saying that Ortiz shouldn't fight Crawford? It makes no sense, bro. Oh, he ain't ready for that work. Says who? What has Crawford shown us at 147 to say that Virgil ain't ready? Virgil showed heart, durability, toughness. Ugas had him in big trouble in that second round. He had him in big trouble. Virgil showed heart, bro. Same heart that Crawford showed when he got put on the damn canvas by Ugas. He got up and showed heart. Both of these guys share something similar. I just put a short out about it, Manny, because one of my guys was saying, well, Virgil get a little reckless when he gets hit. I said, well, that's true. Virgil does get a little reckless when he gets hit, but so does Crawford. That's one of Crawford's flaws. When you get a good punch on him and stick that tongue out, and he got to come get his. He got to come get some get back. That makes even more for an interesting fight because Virgil's going to touch him up and he's going to hurt him. And Crawford's going to come back for him, right? This fight's great. This is a great fight. It really needs to happen, bro. This is a great, my man, Rebel Life. Rebel Life said it on his video. That Virgil get a little reckless when he get touched up good, and he does. We seen it in the Hooker fight. We just seen it in Calvi Velasquez. But we see Crawford do it too. He stick that tongue out, and you could tell he mad now. He gonna F him up, bro. You can see it, and then he do. Crawford come back and he get back, and he start punishing guys. But sometimes he get reckless doing it. Right? Great fight, man. Great fight. And Shawn Porter and Terence Crawford going the purse bid. I think it needs to happen because Bob ain't gonna want to pay Shawn Porter what he's worth. Shawn Porter is going to be just like George Kambosos Jr. He's going to benefit off this purse bid. He'll get more money than he would have gotten if the fight had been settled at top rank. Look, Bob bid $2.6 million on that fight. Well, was it 2.3 or 2.6, something like that, on the fight with Kambosos Jr. and Teofimo Lopez. So if he was given, it was 2.6. So if he was giving Teofimo 1.5, what was he giving Kambosos? You see what I'm saying? $1 million flat. Like, Bob not trying to pay no money, man. That's why Pacquiao and Crawford didn't happen, because the site fee from Qatar fell through. You think Bob's gonna put up $40 million? Please, for Crawford? Bob, you could say, oh, it's for Pacquiao. No, it's not. It's for Crawford, because Bob has to put up a certain amount of money to get Crawford this good fight. So I'm not saying it's for Pacquiao. It would be for Crawford. And my question is, do you think Bob's going to put up that kind of money for Crawford? Hell no. He said Crawford cost him money. He's denounced what Crawford's stock is in this sport. Bob not trying to put up no money for Crawford. So that fight with Pacquiao fell through. Bob has to do something for Crawford. He has to get him in a marquee fight. This is your last shot, buddy. I don't know what, Ronald Finkley, I don't know what you're going to be clamoring on about if Bob Arum and them don't make this fight happen. Who is Crawford going to fight? He already denouncing Virgil Ortiz. Spence Crawford, y'all forget about it until Bob and Al figure something out. Because I don't blame Spence or Crawford no more. It's Bob and Al, in my opinion. They need to figure something out. But until then, that ain't going to happen. So Crawford needs this Porter fight, bro. He needs this Porter fight. Purse bid is a good thing, in my opinion. Both of them will get paid. And, you know, we'll get it real. I think Porter, what do you think, Manny? Let me ask you this before I tear out of here, because I got to get ready to go. Calvi Velasquez, Shawn Porter, tougher fight for Crawford. Because styles make fights stylistically. Which one do you think is a tougher fight for Crawford?
I think it's going to be Shawn Porter. I think the way Shawn going to be in his chest. Velasquez, he a strong fighter. I give him that. Like I said, even with Virgil Ortiz, I said he's going to be a strong fighter where he can take some little punishment. But I think Porter going to bring it, bro. He going to bring it. He going to be in great condition. He just going to make it rough and tough, bro. Like, Velasquez had one style that is not the inside style that where Bud can make his adjustment. But with Porter gonna be in his chest all night, bro. He gonna be forced to fight that style. And I don't think Bud got a good inside game like that. So we'll see. But I definitely think it's gonna be Shawn Porter, bro. Because all we gotta do is look at who Shawn fought, look at who Velasquez fought. No disrespect to him. Like I say, he's a strong fighter, but I just think Shawn Porter overall, just looking at the styles of fights and what he gonna do inside the ring.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. So Remy, I was just writing to you, but nah, bro, I see the comments, Remy, but you already know. See, you guys trying to edge me back into the old D Jeff. Nah, man, it's got to be. We always go over 10 minutes, 15 minutes. We over now. I'm not going on. I see the Spence comment, but y'all not getting me started this morning. I got my brother Monty Brown too. What y'all want us to go in on y'all for like the next 2 hours? Cause we will. That craziness. They trying to start me up. D. I know you picking with me, Remy. But nah, guys, yeah, we gotta get ready to get out of here. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it, because upon Spence's return, I promise you guys this: we got a special afternoon live coming My brother Manny Brown, I'm gonna get with Manny. We're gonna work out a time. It's gonna be a special afternoon live coming in honor of Spence, and we're gonna give y'all all the flame y'all want. It's gonna be me and Manny Brown. You come with it, god damn it, y'all.
Facts.
We gonna do that. Do it in the afternoon. But I gotta get out of it. Manny Brown, tell people where they can find you at, my brother.
Man, appreciate you, my brother D, man. Y'all can find me on Manny Brown TV. Y'all come on over tonight, 8 p.m. We will be cooking and might be touching on this topic with Spence, but I'm mainly gonna be talking about Pacquiao and Ugas tonight.
All right.
But I appreciate you, my brother. I appreciate y'all. Keep supporting DJ, man. Dude doing his thing every morning.
Every morning, man. Like I say, Manny Brown, I kick my tag up. Let me put it, y'all. This is the best morning boxing show in the YTBC. Hit the like, spread it for me. We're going to blow this thing up, man. I appreciate all you guys. Appreciate you always, Manny. And y'all know how I always in this thing. For the love of sports, let's talk about it. Peace.